Hello everyone, how's it going? In this video I want to talk about one of my favorite movies, Unbreakable by M. Night Shyamalan. But I'm not going to talk about why I like it, quite the opposite. Even though Unbreakable is highly solid in all its aspects, script, acting, cinematography, soundtrack, for those of you who have seen it, we might share the opinion that there's a small detail that, when put under a lens, reveals a weakness in its script, and that a minor change could make it a much more complete movie. You can let me know at the end in the comments if you agree or not. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I highly recommend you close this video right now and go watch this great film. This movie introduces us to David, an atypical character, completely different from the rest of the protagonists in the superhero genre. He's depressed, emotionally distant from his family, he looks burdened, as if there's something latent inside him that he can't or won't bring out. Putting aside David's relationship with his son, Joseph, and Elijah, Mr. Glass, the main story, the drama that drives the film, is the relationship between David and his wife, Audrey. The core of the movie is the illness infecting David, keeping him in that state of depression. It's a relationship that is practically broken. They live together, but they are emotionally separated. The viewer sees this and asks themselves, why are they like this? And the screenwriter has to give us a reason strong enough, valid enough, to make those feelings believable and to make the audience emphasize with these two characters. The reason we are given is that David had to quit his football career because Audrey wanted him to. She's a physical therapist and couldn't stand the violence of the sport, the injuries, and everything it entailed. So David, in order to stay with her, faked an injury in a car accident, quit the sport, and was able to be with her. That this is the reason for his emotional state, for the driving drama, seems a bit weak for a movie, this kind of movie. That David is bitter because she asked him to stop playing a sport, which can lead to injuries, sure, but it's not like you're going off to war. Thousands and thousands of athletes have partners, and they're usually their biggest supporters, even knowing the possible consequences. Not only does it paint David as someone weak and easily manipulated, but it also makes Audrey look like a selfish person. In my opinion, this can hold up the backbone of the story. The reason why this character feels this way just doesn't work. And I think this could have been solved by making a few tweaks to the script, specifically to David's character, so that Audrey's motives will be more solid and we could emphasize with her. What would I do, with the benefit of hindsight, which is always easy of course, would be to modify David's power a little bit. In this movie, David has super strength and damage resistance. His powers aren't exactly clear. The phrase often used to describe them is that his body will give him whatever he asks of it, meaning if he needs to lift 500 kilos in bench press, if he sets his mind to do it, he can lift them. If a bullet is fired at him, he can stop it with his chest, plus the vision he gets when touching people, but that's a topic for another video. I think that instead of having these innate powers, they should be stolen, absorbed from those around him. Imagine you punch David in the face. He wouldn't feel the damage because he will transfer it back to you. And if he were with more people, that damage will be divided among the people around him. For example, following the order of the scenes where he uses his powers, we have the first one, the train scene. After the crash, David is the sole survivor and doesn't suffer a single scratch. In the movie, this happens because he's indestructible and nothing affects him. But with this change, at the moment of impact, he absorbs the resistance of the passengers in his car. And what consequences will this have? The bodies of the passengers in that specific car will be practically disintegrated. All the more reason for Elijah to take an interest in his powers. Then, when he's lifting weights with his son in the basement, the strength to lift it wouldn't just come from within him. With this new power, let's say he absorbs part of Joseph's strength and manages to lift the barbell, but we will see his son get dizzy or stumble. He feels weak because his father is accidentally absorbing his energy. This scene will visually and very clearly show how David's new power works. In the flashback of the car accident, the most important scene, Audrey could, for instance, sustain a minor injury, a micro tear in one leg, for example. But because she absorbs David's damage after he is thrown out of the car, it becomes inexplicably, for the doctors and physical therapists treating her in this new version of the movie, a lifelong injury, leaving her with a limp. And seeing Audrey limp will remind David every single day why his strength or resistance hurts people. And this truly gives Audrey's character the moral way to say, hey, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. You will hurt people. You will hurt not only the opposing team, but also your teammates, okay? Dealing with a power that transfers from human to human, his weakness to water makes a lot more sense. In the original script, it's never really well explained why he loses his powers when he gets wet. In this scenario, it could be that when he gets wet, since his skin has a protective film of water, he can steal the rest of our energy, our resistance. That's why when the orange man throws him into the pool, the water isolates him and breaks that invisible connection with the rest of living beings. By not having that power to absorb the resilience of others, he becomes a normal human being and drowns. I think this change in David's power will do the story a lot of good. It justifies better than before why he's such a withdrawn character, why he avoids touching his wife, and why he always walks down the street with his raincoat buttoned all the way up. Now he has a real fear of causing, or rather causing again, physical harm to others, to Audrey, to Joseph. Despite all of this, I still think that Unbreakable is one of the best, if not the best, superhero movie of all time, and I'm sure many of you feel the exact same way.